Okay, so my original plan was to try out a microphone that I've had for a while and not really used very much, that has a wind filter on it, and go outside. And there was only a slight breeze. I thought I would be all right, but this was the result. Be able to see it on cable. Otherwise, there's a website. They have their programs uploaded to the website. So much for wind filters. Now, my events and festival series has been going for a few months now, and I got some feedback on it. On my latest events and festivals video, a couple of people wondered if I hadn't forgotten Wacken. Wacken being a village in Germany where every year they have a massive open-air rock concert. The answer is no, I didn't forget it. I deliberately didn't include it. And this is why. I cannot possibly put in every single festival happening in the entire country of Germany for the whole month, right? That's not possible. And the second thing is that it's an open-air rock concert. There are open-air rock concerts all over the place. What I go for when I'm trying to choose events to put in that particular series, I'm looking for events that say something about Germany, specifically the local history, German history, the German people, traditions, the kind of things that visitors to the country would be interested in, so that they can go back home and say, yes, I experienced a bit of Germany. I try to go for a mix of bigger festivals and smaller festivals that nobody's heard of, including some that, you know, unknown perhaps even outside of the village where it is. I also try my best to get a good geographical spread across the country. I don't always succeed in that. It's a lot of hard work. It's actually more work than you might think just by watching the video. But no, the reason I didn't include Wacken was because I didn't think it was sufficiently specifically German enough. It's just a rock festival. Sorry about that. An interesting question that I've had from somebody who shall remain nameless but knows exactly who he is whether I have registered my business as a business and whether I declare my YouTube earnings. Okay. The answer to the first part of that question is no, and the answer to the second part of that question is yes, which sounds weird, but what you have to know is that officially I am a freelancer. Now, in German law, a freelancer can perform any of a certain set of services, actually, as long as I'm not selling a product. I'm not selling a product, I'm providing a service. And as long as I am either qualified to do it or have the artistic ability to do it, then I can do it. Now, my freelance work is mostly to do with teaching and translating, but there's no reason why I can't also make videos and even make money from them, as long as I'm not selling thousands and thousands of DVDs, which would be something different. Then I would have to register a business, but at the moment I don't. But the second part of the question, do I declare my YouTube earnings? And the answer is yes. My Google AdSense statements of earnings are sent every year to the tax authorities along with the rest of my tax return, and I am taxed accordingly. I have to do it that way, otherwise I risk an enormous fine. I mean, there are a lot of people in the area who know that I make YouTube videos. I sometimes get people actually coming up to me and saying, hey, are you Rubos? And it only takes one person in the tax office to realize that I'm making money from my videos to say, ooh, hang on, is this all above board? And so that's why I do it that way. So let's move on to something new that I've started recently, which is a basic German vocab series, which if you haven't seen it, I've got 2 videos in that series so far, which basically involves me reciting German words accompanied by pictures of the things I'm talking about. And that's really all it is. And it's become surprisingly popular. I mean, I realize that there are a lot of people out there who are thinking of, or who are trying to learn German, and apparently it's been quite a help to some of them. I'm just surprised because it's such a simple idea. I'm not sure why I did it in the first place. I just thought, well, you know, here's something I could do. Let's see if it works. Apparently it does. And I'd like your comments on it. I mean, a lot of people have sort of, you know, liked the videos, and a lot of people have said, yes, it's great. But I'm just wondering, you know, what are your thoughts on it? Those of you who watch them and find them useful, what is it that you find useful about them? For example, one person did comment to say that it's very helpful to hear the word, to see the word written, and to see the thing that it's describing at the same time, that this helps them to remember what it is. So, is it just that? Is there more? I'm not fishing for compliments here. I'm genuinely interested to know, because it then helps me to make videos that you want to watch. So that's that. And finally, a little piece of news. I'm going to be interviewed on television. All things being well, of course, I mean, you know, anything can happen. Don't get excited. It's not a big thing. It's a very small private television channel. It's called Mein TV. And it's broadcast over the airwaves in the Aschaffenburg and Miltenberg districts, and a little bit beyond as well. So it's really, really tiny, but they also have a website where they put up their videos, and I'm going to be interviewed by a nice young lady called Sabrina Koblenz. That's going to be recorded next week. I don't know when it will be broadcast. I don't know when it will be available on the website, but as soon as I do know, I'll try to let you know. And the quickest way, by the way, for you to know about these things is to follow me on Twitter. That's always a good, if something happens like this, that's the quickest way of me getting to tell you. I know not everybody uses Twitter, but those of you who do, you might want to follow me there. And that's really all I have to say, which I think goes quite a long way to explaining why I don't make more of these update videos. I never quite know how to finish them.